Hello everyone, it is December 1st, 2025. My name is Kat and this is the place where I talk about cross stitch. So it's December, I have Christmasified the house and it is time for me to get started on a Christmas whip. So I thought I would pick this one up. This is the Welcome Wreath, Inviting Holiday Wreath by Dimensions Gold Collection Petites. I'm about halfway through, I believe, and I would love to get this finished this year or possibly early next year. I don't think I will get it finished in a month, but you never know. I did go through all of my whips and pick out the ones that were either winter themed or the ones that were really close to a finish, and I've collected them all in the little IKEA tray by my side, so if I do fancy a change it's just right there. But right now this is our starting point. Let's see how far we can get. Alright, so here we are. I wanted to use the Velcro, but it has snapped again at the hinge, so we are back on this this one. I do have my foot on it, but it's still shaking, as you can see, so it's very difficult to stitch on. I'm not sure what to do about that right now. I'm probably going to put it underneath one of the recliners in the lounge. As you can see, I worked on the right hand side gate and I mainly just added this blend of half stitches that you see mostly on the right hand side. I planned to stitch for 30 minutes and I set a 30-minute timer, but I think 10 minutes of that was just getting set up, finding all the threads, getting this stand, trying the Velcro Patoki, seeing that it was broken again, getting this stand out, fixing everything up. But now we are back in business for sure, so hopefully next time that I sit down and stitch for 30 minutes, will actually be 30 minutes. Hello everyone, it is Sunday the 7th of December, so I wanted to show you how far I got in a week. Dun, dun, dun. That's right, I've almost finished off the bow. I've started work on this, I think it's a woodpecker, I'm not sure. And I've brought the green down as well. And I brought all of the brown down here before, so it's looking pretty awesome if I do say so myself. And I'm really having a blast with it. So I really want to put some more time in the following week and just get the bow finished before Christmas and maybe even the bird on the right hand side. But it is a winter piece, not a Christmas piece, so hopefully I can keep it going until it's finished. We will see though, because I am traveling for 2 weeks in December and I will not be able to take this with me, so c'est la vie. Alright, so here we are again. It is Friday the 12th of December and I managed to bring the browns all the way down here. I've worked on the reds here and I've of course worked a little bit on this little woodpecker. So I think tomorrow I have the weekend off work, Saturday and Sunday. I am planning on reading a book tomorrow from start to finish. We'll see how good it is. But hopefully I will also have time to stitch. So what I want to do is finish this thread, boop, and then finish up this little bird here, because as you can see, I've got some black thread ready to backstitch. So once I've managed to finish off this thread, I can finish off this grey, sorry. I will take the backstitching up and do all the way up to his little breast here, and a little bit down around the green. There is some green stitching here to do before I can finish him off, but still he will look fantastic, and then I can take that black from his beak and start on the top half of this bow here, which is definitely ready for some definition, and that's so exciting. Seeing, you know, this changing literally in front of my eyes is so exciting. So I'm probably not going to get to the bottom right corner before I go on my trip, but it is so nice to have this sort of the wood, the bottom of the wood panels outlined here, and also to kind of like matched everything up here, and everything does in fact match, which is really good. So I wanted to get sort of down here on this side and then only have the left side for next year, but that won't happen. Every time I look at the piece to circle things, my hand gives up on holding the camera, sorry about that. But I'm still really, really happy with this progress, and of course I've been backstitching as I go, which means that once I finish a section and backstitch it, it is actually done. Now, having said that, I haven't backstitched up here, so I really ought to do that as well. I just don't want to. But it looks so nice once it's backstitched, so I really should. Alright then, but that's me for today. I'm going to go and wash my face and get ready for bed and hydrate and do all the wonderful things. So I hope you guys do that too. It's really good for your skin, especially when it's dry and wintry outside, like it is here. Just a really quick one. It's Tuesday, the 14th, I believe, of December. You can see that I managed to add some grey, and I managed to finish up this kind of all the way down here with this brown, and did this part in grey, and this was when I noticed that I'd miscounted something here, and all of this is wrong and has to be undone. And at that point I went to bed. Now it's the next day today, but I don't have any time to stitch because I'm travelling tomorrow and I want the house to look something like before I leave. So I guess this mistake will just live here, which is awful but true. It's currently like 10 p.m. and I still have so much to do, so this is at least right, but somewhere in this big block it's all wrong, and it won't take long to unpick, and I circled it on the chart, so hopefully I will remember to undo it when I get back. Hello everyone, it is the 26th of December and I'm in the UK, and I decided to pick up these two when I went shopping in the UK. So I do have cross stitching here, but I wanted something a little bit smaller, a little bit more manageable. I used to stitch these mouse love kits when I was much younger to give to friends and family, so I saw them and I thought, oh, I'll pick those up. And I didn't do any stitching while I was in the UK until today, or rather yesterday, Christmas. Christine from Calico Whimsy texted the group chat and asked if we were going to be doing any Christmas starts, and that kind of persuaded me into it. So I almost started this one, but I decided that this one wouldn't be useful again until next Christmas, whereas this one could be, in fact, useful. So I picked up the fox and I put in quite a bit of stitches. It's a very small design, so it's very fast. I think this was about maybe 2 hours work max. I wasn't counting. Last night and this morning. I'm going to have a little bit of a break now to do some work and some tidying up, but it was really nice to just kind of have some time. As you know, I've been struggling to stitch lately, so it's been really nice to have some time for myself. Look at the size of the scissors I have to use to cut the thread though, because I don't have any of my things here. I don't have my tiny scissors, I don't have my stands. I have a stand, I don't have hoops, so I'm working really hard. That's another reason I wanted to have something that was hand-sized, but I am really enjoying it. It's coming together very quickly, and yeah, only a few more colours to go. I'm colour complete on orange, I'm colour complete on white stitches, except for right here, which I'm going to do when I do the back stitch, and yeah, I'm colour complete on both blues, so I just need to finish the background, and then the little trees and moon are all the same colour. The snow under the trees, sorry, and then it's backstitch time. So I've been tidying up and I found this book. It is lots of different, I can't find one without an image on, but it's lots of different wildlife patterns. Like for example, there's bear cubs, and of course, my apologies, and of course these penguins. And at one point, when I was 16, I thought I was going to stitch this for my dad, so here was my progress. But at some point I made a mistake, I believe down here, and then it all stopped. And yeah, so as you can see, I mean honestly, the mistake's in the water, so I could just finish off this penguin, do the back stitching, and then hand it over. I mean, it doesn't look bad. There is some staining up here just from how old it is, but yeah, so this book was Jane Netley Mayhew's Cross Stitch Animal Collection. Let me see if I can do a proper. There's those turtles that I almost showed you the chart for. And This is the kind of thing we have. So you can see why I really wanted to do it. And they're really, really like, especially for the time, so realistic. Look at that elephant, that's a drawing. She always did her like drawings that she did the charts from. Or not the charts, but similar drawings. Look how gorgeous that is, especially for such a small piece. So, but yes, it's key. So, possibly foolish of me to think I could do this at 16, but I didn't do too bad. I mean, the piece is huge. Like, this is only the bottom left corner of it. But still. Not bad, eh? And it's time for the final reveal. Dun, dun, dun. There he is! I made one tiny mistake. You probably can't see it, I hope not. But he is so cute. Like, the hat looks amazing, and trees look kind of cute, and the shadowing looks really good. So I'm really happy with this. He was very small. He stitched it really fast. And I know exactly how I'm going to give it to him. I haven't attached him to the card yet with the double-sided sticky tape. I could. I have some, but I have not done so. I'm always a bit terrified when I do that I'll do it wrong. Put it really off-center or something. But yeah, so that is finished, and now it is time for me to pack and leave and go back to Sweden. So that is it for my December vlog. As you can see, I did have a finish. It was tiny, but I'm going to count it anyway. I hope you guys had an amazing 2025, and here's to an even better 2026. This is me trying to capture the fireworks that were going off through the trees, and it didn't really work, but enjoy cold Sweden. It didn't even snow, so New Year's Day was very snowy, but I look forward to seeing you all in 2026. Have a wonderful January, and I'll see you soon.